All right, today we're gonna do a purge valve replacement on a 2019 Chevrolet Traverse V6. All right, so if you got engine code P0442, this is probably what you need to do. All right, so the first thing you wanna do is disconnect your negative terminal on your battery right there. It takes a 10 mil bolt. It just takes just a second to turn it off. That disconnects the power and everything. All right, now we got the negative terminal disconnected. I'm just gonna put a little bit of tape around it just to ensure it doesn't reconnect, because sometimes it just stays off to the side like that. So I'm just gonna tape up the terminal there and give it a little more tape so it doesn't reconnect. All right. Here, now it's actually pretty easy. There's a start bit down there. Right there, not sure if you can see it with the camera. There you go. And then you just want to turn the oil cap to the left, pull it off. All right, so this bit right here is a T30 start bit. So you can just come in and unscrew it. All right, after you got the oil cap loosened, you just turn it to the left as far as it can spin, then you just pull it straight out. T30 bit there, and then you should just be able to pull up on it, right there. There's a couple rubber grommets in the back that pull right out, like that.
So here we got to unscrew this with this.
This is a 10 millimeter socket right here. All right, just like that, disconnects. After you got this loosened up here, we got two bolts right here. You can use a flathead screwdriver. I'm just gonna use an 8 millimeter socket using a sort of homemade extension to get to it. So you just need to loosen these up just a little bit. Doesn't need to come all the way off. And then there's another one back there. I'll show you with my magic pointer device. The other one is back there. Right there. So that screw right there. So I'm gonna come around on top. All right, you don't want to take it all the way off. You just want to loosen it up so that you can then begin to take these hoses off. And once they're off, you can just set it off to the side. Just like that. Don't disconnect anything, just keep it off to the side. The full throttle will be exposed right here, all right? And just like our guy Random Review says, you might want to tape this up so you don't accidentally drop a bolt in there and then you'll ruin your engine and you'll have a really bad day then, all right? So we'll get some painter's tape, cover it up, because that's what we got to use right now. Be right back. All right, so now the throttle is still in the way of the purge valve. The purge valve is still back here somewhere, but to get easy access to it, we're just gonna take this entire throttle body off. All right, now it's got 10 millimeter bolts, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you can just take those off, and we'll do that now. Now some of you may be asking, why we're using painter's tape? Why don't you use duct tape? Well, reason is we're actually painting a couple rooms upstairs right now. And so painter's tape is what I got. That's what I'm using. If you like your preferred brand of tape, drop it in the comments below and let me know what you think. Does painter's tape work better, as good as anything else? All right, bolt 1 down. And I'm gonna do this in a star pattern. Another good tip here is, before you start this, make sure the engine is cool. Otherwise, you could hurt yourself and get third-degree burns. There we go. Number 4 out the way. And what do we have back there? That right there is your purge valve canister, what you're looking at right there. Right there. See that guy? That's what we got to replace right there. This little hose that's going to clip off in the back is the electrical pigtail Now, while we have this off, I'm gonna go ahead and seal up the engine air intake bay area here. Again, I use painter's tape. Let me know what you think is best. What I'm gonna do is disconnect the vacuum line here. This is the vacuum line, and this is the electrical line. So you want to just clip off the electrical, and then there's this gray clip right down here that I'll show you that will disconnect the vacuum line. So you should just be able to lift up on this clip and then pull out the vacuum line just like that. All right, vacuum line disconnected. And then there's another 10mm bolt down here. Let me get down in there for you. There's a 10mm bolt that we gotta disconnect right there. All right. All right, so what you can do is to take it out, you can twist this thing around, okay? And for the electrical connection, I just twist it around so you can see the bottom part of it. There's a little clip right there. You can see with the light. Right there. And then it just, you can clip it like that and it just unclips. You can unplug the electrical. Yep, it's just a little clip on the end just like that. Just a little clip.
And this is what the unassembled version looks like.
So what I'm showing you is the area where you can just pull it out. It's kind of like a rubber grommet that's attached into it, but the tool itself, the purge valve itself connects in right there. It connects in right there. You just yank it out, pull it a little slowly, and it'll come out. And here it is right here. So this is the new part, Duralast PV479 solenoid. And this is how they look right here compared. This is the old one, this is the new one. This is how they come in right here. Come in this little pack right here, and you gotta sort of put it together yourself. That goes in just like that. Okay, the other grommet goes in nice and easy, or not nice and easy. You gotta sort of squeeze it in there, just like that. Okay, and then the bolt goes in like that. And so the trick of this thing is, you got this green tip right here. This is the one more little rubber grommet. It's gonna go like this. So normally people just try to insert it this way. What you actually want to do is put the bolt in first, screw it in, and then let the drag of the bolt pull in to seat the green tip into the valve. So you want to go ahead and have it like that, and then screw it in, and then it will get inserted in like that. All right. So you just want to line up the pigtails. It can only go on one way. So I'm just gonna put it on here first. You can hear it click. The orientation is gonna go in as like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the vacuum hose put on here. Actually, I'll do that last, but I'll line it up there and there. Then I'll begin to hand tighten it. Then begin to tighten it up with your 10mm socket. We're reassembling the throttle body one screw at a time. Stop.
Ratchet. Now what you gotta do with the ratchet, connect it and continuously.
All right, and here's the final product. You take the tape off the electrical connectors, connect the negative terminal back up, put the hood cover back on. All right, now let's close the engine hood. All right, now you gotta crank it up.
It's the greatest. And make sure you followed all the steps correctly, and so
Oh, look,
perfect engine.
no check engine light.
Chevrolet MyLink, the obvious warning of take your eyes off the road. And remember to always put your seatbelt on. Simply. So, well, thank you all for watching.